Well, I was eating the mic, but it didn't taste good.
Mike, sprinkle some bacon bits on it. Bacon bits make everything taste better.
What if you sprinkle bacon
Bacon
bits
mic.
on bacon bits?
Then
That-
you
the
go
universe.
back in time.
Then you get bacon.
It's a well-known fact. You go back in time.
Oh, okay. It's so good it takes you back to your childhood,
That's right.
where you may or may not have had bacon bits.
Yeah, I think that's a Jim Gaffigan bit or something like that.
No, I look.
Sprinkle bacon bits on bacon. You go back in time. He goes, which for me would be pointless because I just go back to a time when I was eating bacon.
Before you know it, you're at the beginning of the universe.
Yeah.
Where there was only bacon.
Could you imagine
Floating.
being the first person to discover bacon?
How does that happen?
Huh?
How does that happen? I know what I'll do. Let me get this, and we'll fry it and see what
Shave
happens.
a chunk off of this pig's ass, and holy crap, this tastes like gold.
I mean, really, there should be a religion founded around that. Bacon.
There isn't?
I bet there is somewhere.
I bet you there is. I'm gonna Google that right now.
I
Just
see. Yep.
seems like a.
Church of Bacon.
Bacon religion. Oh god, second on the
Rebellion?
list.
There was a bacon rebellion.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, I know that's
Somewhat
about.
like the Star Wars Rebellion, but without the blasters.
The religion of bacon, the Church of Bacon.
It's a Facebook page. That must make it legitimate.
Wonder what a wedding looks like at a bacon church. What the hell was that, Ham?
That was me giving a funny face to my lady,
Oh, okay.
who's helping. Yeah, helping
Bacon
bring more
is
light.
religion. How unholy is a bacon cheeseburger? Oh, you get a whole bunch of Francis Bacon stuff.
Hence the Bacon Rebellion.
Yeah. United Church of Bacon. First and foremost, praise bacon.
Praise bacon.
UnitedChurchofBacon.com. May the bacon be with you always. Praise bacon.
I think it's probably the most realistic view of life.
You can get bacon wedding rings.
There's
You can go to Sunday school.
Well, in New Jersey, they just allowed gay bacon marriage, so you're good to go.
there was a kid who came up to our door this Halloween dressed up as bacon, and
Really?
yeah, what are you? Because we just saw sort of this big stripy costume, and he says, "I'm bacon," and at that
Alright,
moment,
I
I knew that he won the award, best Halloween costume.
Praise bacon. Praise the lard.
So if bacon were a superhero, what would be his sidekick?
Eggs.
Sausage boy.
Bacon boy. Just more bacon. A
Bits.
series of more bacon.
Bacon bits?
I am Bacon Man. This is my sidekick, Bits. Get over here, Bits. This is my Bits.
All right, on that note.
This is the whole show right here.
I'm
This is
bacon
it.
It's
bits.
just welcome to the Bacon Hour.
I'm going to start for real, though. It's November 3rd, and you're watching Mods on Air.
2 FPS, 3 RPGs, and 5 sim-type games. I think you'd be able to come up with one here.
I'm actually pulling this one hard.
Ask all the people that need hacks to play Call of Duty. I can hear you groaning inwardly every time Sin's mentioned. You're just cringing.
Welcome everyone to episode 400 of Mods on Air, bringing you the week in gaming news as modders, developers, and gamers ourselves. I happen to be Foilman, and also on the show today we have with us Breezy. Hello, Breezy.
Hello.
Hello. Also with us is Welshie. Hello, Welshie.
Hello.
Hello. Ham is with us. Hello, Ham.
Hello.
And Strider. How you doing, Strider?
Hello, everybody.
So this show is being recorded live, and if you were here right before I did this intro, you understand. For those of you who haven't heard the topics, neither have I, but that's not what I meant to say. Look at that.
Yeah.
Those of you who haven't heard the show before, there may be some explicit
Stay
language.
tuned, because you will.
You will. There may be some explicit language or adult themes, and loss of place. Yeah, so, getting things underway. I know we're a little bit late here on the clock, quarter after. Or is it that we're really early? We're really late. Daylight savings time. Things are all kinds of crazy, I guess. Well, here in the States, I gained an hour, so a little extra sleep was nice. We have some topics to talk about. That Halloween was over already. And
that caught some off breezy.
and I don't know if anyone noticed, but there was a Steam Halloween sale. Anyone notice? Steam Halloween?
I didn't really notice the sale. I just noticed stuff was sort of cheaper than usual.
Yeah.
There was one, and I didn't see anything that grabbed my attention, but
All the good stuff was not discounted.
no, they're saving that for the next one.
Yeah. Amnesia, which you would like all the Halloween games that you sort of wanted to play but didn't jump on just yet. Perfect opportunity to have it, and you didn't get it. The second Amnesia game, Outlast, like all those sort of great horror games that have just come out, didn't get them. And who should I blame?
Breezy.
Always blame
God.
Breezy.
Yeah.
Bacon God.
The baking god.
God. Spoke.
It's Welsh's fault. If Welsh had have bought it, it would have gone down in price.
Yes,
true.
Yeah. I guess we should blame him.
Well, yeah.
Around Thanksgiving, expect all sorts of sales. Don't they have sales around Thanksgiving, or do they wait to the winter
They
holiday?
do.
They have
There was
sales all the time.
There was a leaked
Yes, they
image that I saw last night in one of the little Steam chat rooms. Somebody had it supposedly is from Steam to a developer, and basically it says that here's the dates that we're going to start the fall and holiday sales, and I think November 27th is supposedly when we can expect the next sale. I forgot how long they're going to last though. So that's the autumn sale.
Autumn sale. Okay, sounds
Autumn.
good.
Autumn.
Should be some good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Also, there are some people perhaps in this group that have played the new Batman. Anybody?
Maybe.
Maybe. I thought Welshie might have.
Just Welshie.
Yeah.
Well, there was. When was this released? I think it was released like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, it was last week some point.
Right. So, well, first
Welsh
of all,
hasn't slept for like 7 days.
Batman.
perhaps because it was just before Halloween, there was this that happened at a gaming store where a bunch of Batmans go in.
How you doing? Can I talk to you for a second?
And start asking for the game.
Can you do the Batman voice, Welshie?
No.
This isn't it.
I spent the
Right.
night out once trying to do it, and my throat felt like I'd been eating a cheese grater.
Yes.
I'll let you play a lot of games, but don't play it with me.
All right, but to skip ahead, what happened here was they had a bunch of angry Batmans getting ready for
All Batman are angry.
Origins.
Yeah.
That's when it being Batman, you're angry. You're just barely containing your anger
I hate
in
scum.
your batsuit. The thing I hate more than scum is the dish detergent that I have to use to clean that scum off. Does not leave my hands as soft as they say on TV. I hate that.
So anyway, there is a review that's written out there that goes on to say that they feel like this is really not worth the full price of a game. I think is what they were getting at.
I would agree. I bought it because, it's Batman, so it could have been an empty box, and I would have bought it, but it's very...
It is an
This one, well, yeah, ironically. I mean, it's not like it's bad. It's well done for the most part. The voice acting is good. It's just so much of the same game,
Yes.
That's what I've been
That's
hearing.
what I heard.
which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just kind of like, well, I was kind of hoping for a lot more new stuff.
Ride
I
that
can't
gravy
resist-
train.
Yeah, I can't.
Yes.
So I'm not allowed in the window. It's I don't know. This definitely has to be the last kind of Arkham this style of game for Batman. Otherwise, if they do another one, it's just not gonna. It's gonna fail. It's good, but it's not as good as the previous one. There's a lot of talent that's not involved in this one. Paul Dini is not writing it, or written, should I say? Mark Hamill's not there. Kevin Conroy's not there, which is fine, I guess, because eventually, you have to kind of move on from their voices. But at the same time, it gets over it. Yeah, I don't know. I can't get into it. It just sits there spinning at me forever and ever.
So as someone who didn't play it, I've wanted to play it, but I just don't have the money for it right now. So I'll wait till it has the Game of the Year version.
I would wait for a lower price drop to come.
All the reviews that I've read have basically said that it is more of the same, and it doesn't really do anything new or new enough to warrant its full price. Basically, what you're saying, just echoing that. The problem I have is that a lot of people are giving it bad review scores, and the reason being is because it's more of the same. And it seems weird because the game is great, and if it's more of the same, technically it should just have a score that reflects the other one.
It's not in any way a bad game. I should say that, because it isn't bad. It's just the fact that it's just kind of the same.
Even it's like buying NHL 2014. If you played NHL 2013, you played it. If you played NHL 2012, you played it. If you played NHL 2011, you played it.
I think that
there's a pattern emerging here where they've done nothing. They've done nothing to justify the extra dollars that they're.
No,
and that's the consensus that's out there, is that they've done nothing to justify the cost of this game.
The interesting part is, like, the first Arkham game was in the asylum, and it was a point-to-point game. You went from A to B. Then they went to City, and it was suddenly it was this open world game. So that was a huge jump. That was awesome. And then now it's kind of just the same. And it doesn't help that they've set it. If you played the Arkham City game, it was in the kind of old part of Gotham that was turned into a prison, like one city prison. But what they've done for this one is set it in the exact same part, but like 10 years earlier. So it's the same landscape, just looking different.
Because it was easy to do.
Exactly. It's just kind of like, could you not have come up with something new? There is a new, to be fair, there's like that part of Gotham now, and then there's another bit that you weren't previously able to go to, which is probably about the same size again. So they've doubled the map size, but it's just kind of...
You know what would be cool is if Batman had a dog with a tattoo in his ear.
Yes.
That's what he needs. He needs Bat Dog.
Well, there is a dog. He had a dog. I don't think he accompanies him.
It was like Bat Hound or something. Yeah.
That was a Segway. You're supposed to pick up the Segway, not go back in time.
Does anybody in chat know the dog's name? Bruce Wayne has a dog in the series. I thought it began with a T.
Titus or something?
Ace? Ace
there was
the Bat Hound?
Yeah, there was an Ace at one point. No, there was an Ace. I remember.
Uh-huh.
Batman's dog.
It was Ace the Bat Hound.
Yeah, Ace the Bat Hound.
I think in the new. I think what you're talking about in the new 52, there's a. Yes, we're going comic bird nerd right now.
Yeah.
It was like a Titus or Titan or something.
Yeah, something like that. Bless you.
God bless.
Yeah. Well, whatever. Batman has a dog. That's important.
Right.
You should know that.
Yeah. Yeah. Take that to bed.
Yes. Well, so does Call of Duty Ghosts. See, I got the hint there.
See,
Call of Duty Ghosts. But you know what? Call of Duty actually did this week. Call of Duty, what they did was they released a trailer for something called Extinction mode. I think that's what it's called. And what is this? Is this going to be the replacement for Nazi zombies? Is this going to end up just being you fighting aliens?
Versus aliens versus Predator. That's what I'm predicting.
No, you know what this is? This is, oh shit, zombies is really good, but we didn't think of it, so...
Yeah, let's try something else.
Let's force something else on them.
Yeah.
They could at least gone for robots.
Robots would have been funny.
Hey, what's going on there? Why did that not...
Yeah, well, this is a
Killbots. It could have been hilarious.
4-player co-op, just like the other one was.
They're trying to be like, oh, we didn't think of giant robots that you could get inside of. Now we need something different.
fast-paced survival action, FPS-based defense, scavenging, and class leveling.
It's
like
Left 4 Dead. It's 4-player co-op. It's Left 4 Dead versus aliens instead of zombies.
I get the feeling this is going to be like Team Fortress 2's man versus machine mode, which is basically like an FPS tower defense almost, with a few RPG elements. You can level up stuff.
I've seen a couple of trailers for this game, and every time I see it, they do this running slide, and they're sliding on their knee while shooting. Have you ever seen any human being ever be able to do that? At least accurately.
Only in the movies.
Yeah.
On a high school gym floor.
It's a soccer slide.
Yeah, like what are you sliding on?
Goal!
It can only be done on grass.
It's this game is starting to this whole franchise is starting to turn. Well, it's gone past it, but they're compensating for the lack of game by throwing all these other little mini games in there, and eventually, and this kind of goes back to the conversation that Foyle and I were having a little bit prior to this, where unless industry starts providing more substance for what they're charging, they're going to just find themselves not required anymore, because people will get tired of it.
Yeah, they are.
Call of Duty's been riding hype since Modern Warfare. They've been riding hype since that. They've done nothing.
Now, here's what I'm going to say. As far as Call of Duty goes, the multiplayer and the single player, I don't necessarily like it. It's a lot of fluff. If any part of Call of Duty that I can say I really get into is the zombies. I think it's well done. Treyarch did a great job with that. I find it to be fun, especially with 4 people kind of doing that. This trailer, it looks fun enough despite not showing any actual gameplay. And if it's decent, I like it. The problem is they don't offer that mode standalone for a reasonable price. Well, they don't offer it standalone, and if they did, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be a reasonable price. Somebody has to do this. I'm getting really pissed off. Somebody needs to make Call of Duty Zombies as a standalone co-op game for a reasonable price. Somebody has to do it.
If you do that, then you can't sell your shitty franchise title.
Well,
because how many people do you imagine buy, not specifically this one, but the previous ones for the zombies? That's the only reason they bought it.
Yeah.
I know.
You break the we can't sell them the $80 game anymore.
Yeah. I was definitely on the fence.
And I'm also quite tired of these like famous people trailers that they keep putting out as well.
I know, that's so bad.
It was funny, kind of, like 3 years ago, and it wasn't even that funny then.
Did you notice what I'm playing right up here is a live action trailer that they came up with? Do you see how many environments they've thrown into this thing?
Yeah.
Since when can you fire guns in space?
Well, is that where the game's going? Are we going to be in space?
They go in space. Yep. There's gunfights in space.
And then we're going to be somewhere on the snow on jet skis that fire nuclear weapons, and then we're going to...
Yep.
In Vegas.
But apparently you can't take your dog to space. That was one of the things they said. You can't.
Oh, so you can. So I like how they rationalize the fiction. So you can fire a weapon in space without any air to cause the combustion. Or but you can't take your dog. No, the dog doesn't come.
Yep.
You can't have a dog spacesuit.
That would be ridiculous.
That would be.
Never sent dogs into space before, ever.
Well, the big highlight of this is, they put Megan Fox in there.
Yeah.
Whippy-doo.
Well, if you want your bro duty, you got to have Megan Fox.
So we'll get in this, right?
Yeah, I can buy copies and then stand out front of a game spot and just burn them.
Yeah. All right. Well, another tragedy. How about this whole thing with going on with the Kinect? This is kind of funny what's going on here. With the Microsoft Xbox One and the new Kinect, everyone's getting extremely concerned about all the privacy stuff that's going on. Here's somebody that I think got a 3D printer and printed up something that they're calling the eye patch, which is basically a thing that hides the camera that you could slide back and forth over the over the Kinect. Good idea. Somebody's gonna make some money off that.
Good idea until Microsoft releases an update that says you have to have the camera on at all times.
Right.
But then, well, in a way they do, right? Although Microsoft turns around and says, "Don't worry, Kinect cannot transmit facial images."
Yeah, but well, yeah.
What?
So it just blurs them? I don't. What is that?
It's saying it doesn't. It's not going to send it anywhere other than to your own. So your facial images and bone structure and all that are going to only stay with their
rightful owners, which is Microsoft.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, no, they're going to stay on your machine. They're not going to be transmitted.
And Skype calls can't be tapped into either, right?
Yeah, but
Bullshit.
the thing is they
No, that's not true. Because they said that they can monitor that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
That they won't, but they can.
At first they said that it was impossible. Now they're saying,
they
we do it.
can. Oh no, we won't do that. Don't worry. It'll be fine.
Isn't that what they said? Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. So don't worry. If you've got your penis out in front of the Kinect camera, it's going to be sent somewhere too, so people can blackmail you.
Because it did not detect it as a face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Right.
it. Well, that's
it's not a
Just
face.
draw eyes on it. Draw a face, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
draw a face on it. You're fine. Is that how?
That's how it works.
Yep.
That's how you've avoided prison this long.
Solid advice, I think.
Just draw a face on it. It's all good. No, it's all good. Look, there's a face.
I would swear a policeman once said that to me.
Their privacy.
Microsoft's- Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say the Microsoft Xbox One privacy policy says that they will sell your data and can sell your data to third parties. Else, blah 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 blah. Elsewhere, the privacy statement links to an opt-out page where you can disable targeted advertising and tracking by a number of third-party services. The company warns that third-party publishers may also collect personal information through the Xbox. EA, Xseed Games, Disney Interactive are named explicitly as companies that just may do that. So when you read your EULA, you got to go through it to this certain point so that you can actually click on to opt out, where they can disable the targeted advertising.
So ridiculous.
It is.
And what's to stop Microsoft from sort of disabling its eye patch by basically saying the Kinect has to sort of see and acknowledge that somebody's in front of the Xbox before it's allowed to continue to do whatever.
Yeah, and that's coming. That'll come because their whole purpose of saying it has to have this is so. And this goes back to 2 years ago when we saw the patent that Microsoft put out when they first announced the Kinect, where it would count the number of people enjoying a either movie or game or whatever. And and if you want to rent a movie, like you got pay-per-view now, you want to rent a movie. Oh, you're only allowed 5 people to watch this. Well, you got 6 in there. Sorry, movie's going to stop.
I just like the idea that you got to hide behind the couch the entire movie.
Watch it in a mirror, poked up.
Wear a bacon costume and to hide.
Yeah.
Right. It can listen as well.
Well, apparently, as long as you
said
have
in
your
chat.
penis out, it'll be fine.
Just don't draw a face on it.
Excellent.
You can have you just cannot draw a face on it. If you draw a face on it, it counts as a person. This is a horrible show, and this is show number.
This is the big 400 episode that we were supposed to be like. Hey, welcome to some more high quality programming.
This is it, guys.
It's fine. We will not mention the penis for the rest of the show.
But you just did. No.
Apart from now.
Well, there's also some. They put out another video also, Microsoft did, regarding the Xbox One dashboard and multitasking. There are some glimpses of games that may be played, but that's not what it's about.
No, it's not about games. It never was about games.
Is that the dashboard or is that Windows 8?
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it really is.
Of course it is.
Xbox, join Titanfall.
Oh, fuck off.
That's a lot of people's feelings summed up.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just shared his video.
Xbox, fuck off.
That's gonna be they're gonna have to put that in as a command, because so it's gonna be said so much.
Yeah.
The Xbox is gonna be confused.
Xbox, watch TV.
Because that's how we do
Can you
it.
be more specific? Can you be like Xbox
Yeah.
porn, and it comes on, or what?
And you have to search for the exact porn you want.
Ah, right, okay.
This is going to be so annoying. You're there, you're watching TV, and then you start searching for something, and then you get a Skype call, and then...
Like, just leave me alone.
Oh, yeah.
Download aimbot.
watching porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I want.
Oh my god! How could they get it so wrong? How could they really get it so wrong? I don't understand.
Because they released Windows 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, they decided to go in this direction where it's just like, because that's what people want. Is it going to recognize people with a speech impediment?
No. That's the thing.
There's going to be this.
Going to.
What about foreign languages? What about accents?
And why do they think that people are going to want to talk to the TV? I mean,
I got a remote control. If I want to turn it off, I press the button that says "fucking off."
I don't even talk to people, let alone my TV.
right.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I just want to play a game. I don't want to have to talk to the TV as well as the people. All right, like leave me alone.
What happens if you're sitting there, you're playing on the headphones, and you're sitting there chatting with someone, and you're playing, you're like, and you're carrying on a conversation, and you just say, you know what, and then the Xbox turned off.
Xbox off. Yeah.
Thanks.
That's a good
game.
point. If you're talking on Skype and you mention a command that the Xbox recognizes, is it going to perform it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be awkward.
What happens if you're playing and you've got, I know people that don't have a mic, but they'll have the voice chat coming through their speakers. You can just totally fucking Xbox off. You just say that. Everybody's Xboxes turn off.
I think Wellesley just said Skype off.
During the initial, I think, E3 reveal, this is old news now, but way back earlier this year, when they had sort of the live streaming of the reveal event on the Xbox, when the guests kept saying Xbox this and Xbox that, it was screwing with people's feed. So I can imagine that, this is probably some big oversight they don't know about or they didn't really think to address, and people are going to get fucked with. Where, Xbox off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't actually know what happened there. I didn't lose internet connection or anything. My camera just went off for some reason. Maybe I used an Xbox command. I didn't even realize it.
Logitech camera off.
What's happened?
Another thing that also happened was this. A giant Xbox One ended up in some parking lot somewhere, not long after. A bunch of zombies started walking out.
Oh, good.
It was
and then
all
the actors showed up.
Yeah, it was all in promotion, of course, for which game was that?
If I had to park in that parking lot, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Especially if that's over my spot.
Oops. I don't need the noise to go with it. There's some phone video of the event in case you wanted to see something really sad and boring.
I always wonder, one day is somebody gonna just freak out and shoot one of these zombie actors? Like, it's gonna happen. I'm surprised it hasn't.
It should have happened that day that one of them came out and tried to eat someone, right?
Yeah.
Or did he actually eat someone? I don't know what that news article.
Stink, wasn't it?
All right. So Minecraft is going to be getting live stream soon. They're going to be on Twitch.
Yeah.
That's what we needed.
So if you have your Xbox One, you're going to be able to watch that much easier.
Just don't say Xbox Minecraft because the thing will explode.
Twitch is really getting out there with all these games.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know what they're doing to entice the people to do it. Maybe nothing. Maybe just saying everyone else is doing it, you need to do it too. Developers are cheap too.
Yeah.
8-bit games.
All right, how about talking about Titanfall? We saw some stuff about Titanfall on that video. How about mentioning how it will be on the PC, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and I guess that's it. A Microsoft
The
exclusive.
only way I'd be remotely interested if it was cross-platform.
Yeah,
Which is
but you're
not.
never going to get a cross-platform shooter. It's just never going to work.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to end up on PlayStation, right?
No, that's what they're saying is it's going to be a Microsoft title, period.
I'm trying to make this, I guess, the next Halo, or...
Now, what's high res for Xbox One games? Isn't that 720?
I thought it was supposed to be 1080.
It's supposed to be 1080, but whether it actually is or not is a different...
Yeah.
I just don't know that I could justify spending that much money on a multiplayer-only game.
Is it just multiplayer, though?
Yes.
Multiplayer
Yeah, I
only.
think so.
Yeah. I think they're trying to pull a Brink where they blend a campaign.
Worked out
So
well for
basically,
Brink.
it's multiplayer only, but there's probably an intro and an outro for each map.
And it's designed for consoles, 100%. So it's a PC
Yeah.
port.
Yes.
If it goes there, it's being ported to PC.
I just don't like the rocket jumping. It kind of bothers me.
Yeah, I didn't like that when.
Because it just screams
Tribes.
Halo at me, yeah.
Halo? I guess. I was going to say
Because
Tribes.
only reason, well, not so much the rocket jump, but I just envision everybody running around hitting the spacebar.
Of course they are.
That's
And
that's
throwing
all-
grenades. That's really
Yeah.
what it's going to be. Jump,
Yeah.
jump, jump, throw a grenade, jump, jump, jump.
Rocket,
eh.
rockets.
Yeah. Rocket jump, rocket jump.
Everyone's an engineer.
Oh, what is going on with all these spammers today?
I mean, the game looks competent enough, but to me, it reminds me far too much of Call of Duty's multiplayer for me to be interested. And I understand that there's the people who love the feel of Call of Duty, the multiplayer, but I don't dig it.
Yeah, this is it's all towards that what is it, esports, right? Isn't that what they're trying to? It looks like that's what they're trying to do without actually having any sport for it.
Yeah.
Because that's where it seems like every esport type game is a Tribes knockoff in some way or another. And this is Tribes without the sand. It's a city environment instead. Or even Planet Side, this is almost.
They just want kill boxes.
Okay.
Just so that you can run around with your shooting and stray bullet kills, and I that's what I don't get. Like, if you wanted a good esports game, do something like Arma, where you need to have skill, and if you don't have skill, you're dead and you suck, and you're not gonna. Then it's a sport.
Yeah. In my opinion, I've not seen anything better than Quake 3 or maybe Unreal Tournament 2004 that just offers good, solid strategy, and it just feels good. That's my type of game. I don't like these.
And that's what it is. It's we're not into these types of games. I think it looks good. I think it's got some interesting ideas with mixing some mech and non-mech and putting it into a city environment. I mean, that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
Oh,
The mix of the ideas is different. The ideas themselves are not.
That only works well though, as if it depends how OP these mechs are. If it
Yeah.
takes a group of you to take them down, they're just gonna wipe the floor with everyone because you never get co-op in
Yeah.
like a public game. So it looks great here, but they're probably all working together. They're probably all sat in a room playing this.
It's a choreographed.
Yeah, it'll be a choreographed.
Yeah, and that's what happened. I'll relate it to Call of Duty when they had the vehicles in there. You'd get people that would just sit in a tank and
yeah.
We see it in Battlefield. If
yep.
you get a decent person in a tank, they're unbeatable.
Yeah.
You get a good driver and a good gunner and an engineer in a tank. You're doesn't matter what you do. You're
dominated.
Yeah.
I played a few more rounds of Battlefield 4 this week. I enjoyed it. Still, there are some people who dominate and make it tough. And then a couple of times you run into some people that feel a little more on par with the way I play, so it makes it more fun again. So it depends on who you're
having fun with that. I will not.
Yeah. Well, I'm not asking you guys to buy it.
I still
know the rule.
I will just.
I know the rules.
What it is. Stalker.
I'll pick it up if it goes cheap. I'm not picking it up.
I won't pick it up.
No, I probably won't either. I'm just not even gonna.
All right. Well, there was a comparison to show you what Battlefield 4 is going to look like on the PS4 versus the Xbox One. There are some differences, and this is not necessarily an article. This article is not here to promote the Battlefield 4, in my opinion. I think it's more the reason I have this here is to show you what is the differences between the Xbox One and the PS4, and what could be the differences. Now, this is perhaps one developer's idea, but still, they're going to be using the same base SDK to give you an idea of what the game looks like. This one's better because it's side by side all the way. Some of the things that I noticed was there was a lot more dark colors, like a truer black on the Xbox One than there was on the PS3. So the darkness comes out, while the PS4 seems to have more contrast. So maybe the gamma's up a bit with a little more contrast. I thought that I saw more motion blur on the Xbox than I did on the PS4.
Here's my thing about these videos: is they're both consoles, so it depends so much on what TV this has been recorded from.
Mm-hmm.
The same with PC.
Do they record these from TVs, or do they record these directly out of the box onto a machine? I think they record them.
I thought they'd go directly from the box with a plug-in.
Okay, maybe they do, but I've seen a lot of them, and it's just because of the TV that's been used, or the whatever box they plug it into. It depends on the resolution it records in. It depends.
So far, I'm just noticing contrast differences to be the biggest thing.
Like Xbox, I could not see the details of the gun. In the PS4, I could because of the darkness.
So it just kind of looks exactly the same to me. I can't really.
Over this video, over the Twitch feed that I have, probably. I'm not surprised. What else did I see that looked different? I think that was pretty much it. So then I guess the question's going to be, do you want an entertainment system or do you want a console?
Gaming console.
Neither. I'll stick with my PC, thanks.
Yeah.
So I can tell the difference there on the Xbox One looks slightly better. But then, again, it's your opinion of what's better.
Yeah.
It's just whatever you prefer.
It's like when you get it's like when you get a TV. Is it a Sony or a Samsung? Or something like that, right?
I've got to admit, I've been missing the sort of chilled out sitting on my bed with my big screen TV playing games recently. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because people haven't been online or what. So I was just thinking, do I want a console? But I just came to the conclusion, no, I'm just going to build a little PC and use it as a... stick my controller into it and use that like a console.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, but it's fine if you're playing... Damn you! half my Steam library, things like Skyrim.
You
I did a little bit. You caught me off guard there. Like, I didn't think you could get for anything from that. But games like Skyrim, games like that where you can use the controller, why not?
Yeah.
You know, you're going to be paying the same for a little micro PC than you would.
For that game we
Buy
played
brand
last week,
console.
Forced, that could be a controller game.
Didn't
I
like-
tried that. I tried it on the TV with the controller,
Mhm.
and I've
No good.
found
It's inverted. It's insanely difficult.
it. Well, yeah, it becomes a bit more difficult with the controller, and oddly enough, it works better when you're very close up with a monitor because the characters on the screen are so tiny. If you're kind of far back, it's even on the TV, it's way too tiny. So.
Well, as I look through my Steam list, I got so many games that could play on controller. I mean, all the Assassin's Creeds, the Batmans, Borderlands.
Yeah.
What else I got? Yeah, Dead Island.
Well, just
Loads
because
of them.
you play with
Skyrim.
a controller doesn't mean that it's and Ham's got a good point there. Just because it's got controller enabled doesn't make it a good game to play far away from your monitor or television.
Mm-hmm.
Like some of them, yeah, you can use a controller, but if you're far away from what you're looking at,
Like
it's
Company
more
of Heroes,
difficult.
a strategy game where you want to.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
A
I'd
little
never
more
use it
precise.
for that.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, Force is cool. Force is incredibly difficult, but
It was
it's
insanely
fun.
difficult.
Yeah.
Some places there.
It's fun though, but I don't think it was built in mind with a TV because it's just the way the interface is, just how the zoom of the camera. You can't be far away from the screen and play that game effectively. You can't really play it.
Arcade style game, so you don't play an arcade style game 6 or 7 feet away from your from the screen. You're right there. You're looking at it.
Yeah.
And I also wouldn't play a shooter that far away from the screen.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And not with a mouse.
But I think that's when you can really tell a shooter design for consoles primarily versus for PC, because far away, when that gun is taking up literally a quarter of the screen, it's fine. But when you're right up sort of close against the monitor, when it takes up a quarter of the screen, that's just awkward.
Mm-hmm.
And
I would probably play,
tell.
like I mentioned earlier, Borderlands I'd probably play on a big screen TV.
Yeah.
No problem with that. Just looking through my list here, what else I got?
I don't want to crash the show by opening Steam.
I got a lot of games to go through.
Well,
I mean,
beat
Tomb
Dead
Raider is
Island.
another prime example.
Yeah, that's something you probably want to play with a controller. I didn't beat Dead Island, but I've played a fair chunk of it with a controller and found that to be, for some reason, I just found it to be a bit more satisfying.
I have not played any of the games that I have on my PC, not any of them with a controller. I have a controller. I prefer not to plug it in and use it. Mouse and keyboard, all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I have a controller. I use it for some games, but
the only game I use it for, really.
as an extra for like the buttons on it. But I've been playing Batman with it. But I wouldn't play a shooter. Like if it's a shooter or a strategy, it's the mouse and the keyboard.
All right. There's some
Path of
information.
Exile's on Steam.
Hmm?
Path
Yeah,
of
I knew that.
Exile is on Steam.
I downloaded it from
Yes,
Steam.
it is.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Interesting. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No.
It flashed across on
The
featured items.
confusion
I was like,
there.
What the fuck is that?
Well, we talked about how it was 2 weeks ago it came live, full release.
Yeah. well,
Although
it was
since we
released.
played the
I didn't know
beta.
it was- Yeah, it was released. I didn't know it was being released on Steam.
It's good fun. It's more Diablo than Diablo 3, for sure.
But we've played it all already. That's my problem.
Exactly.
I downloaded it and played it for like half an hour, and I was like, I've done all this so many times before.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All the way through it a few times, yeah.
I think it's decent enough.
All right. Moving on to other things. Microsoft, who got their hands on Skype, they threw money at the owners of Skype and said, "Give it to us," and they gave it to them.
I think we lost our video feed. There it is. It's back.
Gone off. Is it back? No,
Yeah,
it's not
it's
back.
back now.
Should be back now because I just got a message from Twitter saying
Yep,
it's
there we
going
are.
live,
Back now.
which it never stopped.
Good.
All right. Anyway, Microsoft's got their hands on Skype, as we already know, and Skype is now going to start taking ownership of it. They're going to kill anything that has to do with third-party applications in Skype, because maybe you guys haven't played with it, which I don't use any of them, but there are some people who use stuff like drawing applications, other kinds of sharing applications that are built into Skype, and those are all going away because they're going to kill the API that's available for people to use.
Because Microsoft,
God forbid anybody makes anything third party.
Yeah. We're taking things away and telling you it's better because of it. So, that's the Microsoft way. The corporate way.
The Microsoft way.
They have their argument is, of course, that since not everyone can use it, no one should. But
it's because it's 100% of what it is because if I'm on a PC and I Skype someone that's got an Xbox One and I've got an application that they don't have, I can do things that they can't. Right. So then they can't justify this Xbox One.
Well, they say that, but actually their reference is mobile, Skype mobile, instead of Xbox One. but it's the same idea.
Essentially, that's what it is. They want Ham nailed it, where they want the PCs to just go away. Microsoft does. For some reason, they want their bread and butter, their dollars and cents to go away.
Yeah, they want to be mobile only, right? Or Xbox. That's it.
Just drop the stream again, Foil.
I'm not doing anything.
The audio is horrible. I can't hear anything. I just hear like that. It comes and goes.
It is Twitch.
But I'm listening to this through Skype, so how does that work?
Oh.
Yeah, the audio is.
I think you got a problem with your bandwidth.
Host in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to drop. I'm being told my people need me. And
my people need me?
It's time for me to go now.
What you don't know is Ham is actually a
king.
Yeah.
So
my people need me.
I'm going to do it in a bit
Ham is
early
Batman.
Yeah,
I figured it. Ham is Batman.
I'm going to hear everybody.
The whole Bat Dog thing, it was all a ruse. He knows the name.
Come on, Titus, let's go.
There, I shut down some processes to see if that makes any difference.
One of them was... Oh, no, there you go, you're moving again. One of them was your...
What?
Too much talk about bacon.
I do, everyone.
That's funny.
I do.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
By Ham.
Wow, he just like, screw you guys, I'm going home kind of thing.
Yeah.
He is Batman.
I've got... Yeah, he looked up to the sky, too. He's like, you know what, I've got to go. Signal. There's a signal there.
There's a ham signal in the sky.
It's a big pig in the sky.
To the bacon cave.
Oh, that would be so awesome. A bacon cave. Instead of bats, there's like crispy strips of bacon you could just pluck off the roof.
Roof bacon.
Yeah. All right.
Where are we at?
I had no idea.
Skype killing everything. That's
Strider said something, and I have no idea what it was because all I saw was his lips moving, but no sound.
Well, I saw that too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. The one nugget of wisdom from this show, and no one will ever know what it was.
All right, little bits of things. Let's see, a couple more topics that I'll throw in here. Don't care about NVIDIA Shield 2 being in the works.
I'll not put that one in there just in case.
Yeah, I'm not so crazy about the idea that Vudu's teaming up with Sony to offer streaming features. So what? Microsoft's putting the focus back on gaming. That was last week. This week we're back off of it again. ROCCAT is a interesting thing that probably has no value to anybody. ROCCAT is an app, but it's also a little application. So it teams up with your phone and your computer that allows you to keep not only an eye on processes, but also lets you set up game things. This might be okay to be used with. No, this is not okay to be used anywhere. I had to think about that for a second. Okay.
Can't you just do?
No, you could use your smartphone to if you're playing a game, you want to play a game and you want to divert, rather than going in and changing the way your power cores or the cores of your processor are working. You can theoretically use your smartphone to adjust that on the fly.
Okay, maybe that, and maybe the idea of adjusting your volume levels, but not using it in game to see how you're doing, not using it in game to switch weapons or manage other game things. Because there's no tactile feedback on the phone. Let's pull your attention completely away from the game, look at your phone, press what you want to press, and then go back. That's what would have to happen.
You know what? You just described Contagion, one of the game modes. You have to have your PDA up all the time. So you're running around with your phone in front of you as it's giving you messages.
Is that swear to God? Commentary?
Swear to God, it's right there.
Well, I did install this ROCCAT thing on my phone and computer. I wanted to see how well it worked, and alright. So I could see how much process my computer was using. I could adjust volume levels, and then I uninstalled it.
Because it's pointless.
It is.
That was worthwhile then.
It is not a must-buy. By the way, I think it's free, because I don't pay anything for it.
You stole it.
Ah, yes, I stole it. That's what happened, sure. If you like nostalgia, you may want to check out this microcomputer software lives again. This thing where it goes back in time, JavaScript. What are they calling this thing? JavaScript mess? No.
I was going to say that.
JS Mess is what it's called. JavaScript Mess. It's an emulator that'll take you back to some old games, old computer games from Apple, all playing in your browser. But really, that's all it is. It's to relive some old games. Once you go there, you're going to be like, oh, why did I bother? Now I have this virus.
Now I have this virus.
And that's it. That's what I got for you. That's our weekend topics. Unless you guys want to bring something else up.
There was the Fukushima. Where the hell is it?
Fukushima.
Fukushima. Just it speaks for itself. Here, I'll post the link.
Okay.
Oh no!
It doesn't help me. Not speaking to me.
There
Fukushima.
it is. Japanese fridge manufacturers,
Nice.
the Fukushima fridge
Loving it.
manufacturers. Mascot is the fuck
Is an
up
egg.
Nice.
Hmm.
Them Japs.
And yeah, that's it.
The Japanese word for good fortune mixed with the English word for happy.
Fuck uppy. Fuck uppy and bacon.
No, it's not a game.
It's the fridge box. It's a game to 4-year-olds, I'll tell you.
All right.
4-year-olds.
Are we doing number 27 there?
I'm gonna play that after the credits.
Okay. Because I'm curious.
To check out this mod for Grand Theft Auto. I don't know which Grand Theft Auto. It doesn't matter.
Oh God, I think I know what's coming.
Anybody else?
I
No.
think that's it.
Okay. So on that note, I guess I'll wrap things up. I want to thank our host for taking the time out to chat. Breezy, thank you very much for joining us today.
No bother.
No bother. Oh my.
No bother.
Yeah, but change it up this week. Change it
No
up.
bother.
Yeah.
No bother at all, sir.
Well, thank you very much for joining us today.
It was a large amount of bother. I regret everything.
Ham? No thanks. And Strider, thank you for joining us today.
Bacon never sleeps.
Bacon never sleeps. Thank you, Strider, for that, too. All right, and on that note, I want to thank you, the fans of ModsOnAir.com, and the subscribing members of ModsOnline.com for making the show possible. We'll see you next week, and yes, I fixed the ending video, so it says mailbag at ModsOnAir. All right, bye.
That was episode 400.
Thanks for watching this week, and come back next week when we will broadcast another live show. Details for this and all past episodes can be found at ModsOnAir.com. We welcome your feedback via email at mailbag@ModsOnAir.com. And please consider subscribing to ModsOnline.com to support our show. The opinions expressed by individuals on this program are not necessarily the opinions of our sponsors, owners, or partners. And this is Poonikins, the Magic Warrior Princess.
Oh, God.
You should probably stay down. You look more drunk than me.
The character is a horse.
Find out.
And I don't know which is worse, the idea that he did the mod, or that he filmed it, or that he took several hours putting the video together.
I think there's a whole series, isn't there?
Horse just stole the car, and now he's...
Push me, and I will kill you.
Jeez.
Yeah, this is absolutely not where I thought this video was going to go.
That's it. Ham submitted this to us, that's why he took off real early.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because this is a ham video. It was made. This is just bad, really.
I'm right here. You see me? Yes.
And the flying motorcycle.
I do like it when the horse gets run over. That's quite funny. He does like a somersault. That's good.
Alright everyone, well, welcome to the beginning of November.
And a disappointing end to show number 400.
It was fun while it lasted.
It was. Well, here's the 400 more.
It's been 8 years.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't know if I can handle another 8 years of this shit. How has it been 8 years, Jesus?
Well, you haven't been here for 8 years.
No, I've been here for
That's on the
6
bright
years.
side. The games industry will crash in 2 and we'll be done.
Yeah. Everything will
I've been
have
here.
gone.
I've been here for 6 years, I think.
Everything will be implanted.
Oh man, can you imagine having Welshie in your brain?
Oh, nobody wants that. I don't even want that.
You just imagine having been in anything.
Could be more fun than you would imagine.
All right, this is just bad.
There it is.
Yes, and most of this will make the
Bottom.
release.
We've hit the floor. It's over.
Yeah, we've hit the floor and bounced now.
We can only get better from here then, by that logic.
That's right.
No.
Every
There's
episode
plenty
will
of
be
ways
better.
to go yet.
Alright, so if you guys have anything you want us to mention in the show next week, send it over, mailbag@modsonair.com. Or send your hate mail there, too. We'll see you next week.
We'll send bacon.
Or send bacon.
Send bacon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
You
want
feel
to
like
hold
a
bacon
bacon
in an envelope shoving it at my door.
I pledge 1 pound of bacon.
That would be a donation.
Yeah.
Forget your money,
Alright,
send
everyone.
bacon.
Yes.
Bacon for the homeless. Because homeless people can't afford bacon. We're
And
out
now-
here trying to make sure that homeless people can enjoy the tasty goodness of bacon too.
All right, everyone, get prepared for the commercials that in no way support our cause here.
Unless it's bacon.
Unless it's bacon.
I don't even think bacon supports our cause. We support bacon's cause.